So it's real easy to feel like, you're just material. And when you ain't, when you're not in the shape to where you can really represent the company and bring in money for them, they'll throw your ass away, right? And, I've been...
Hey. A brother feel good as hell. I ain't never been fucked up before. I don't think I ever been drunk. This shit here feel good though. They got my shit done. Finger still fucked up. But I'm ready to get back to normal. Ain't nothing funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. They got me out this bitch with no clothes on. Nurses coming by talking about they wanted to see how big I was. Shit. I want me a Whopper and a milkshake.
Hey, what's up, y'all? First of all, I tried to make this video about 4 times. I keep deleting it, I'm kind of like a private person when it comes to my personal business.
I don't know if you notice he's breathing heavily, just talking. He's breathing pretty heavily, not just speaking like when I speak, for lack of a better word. And you see what he looks like. Muscular, looks incredible shape, super fit, but you don't really know what's going on the inside.
Business, I've been having some issues for about 4 weeks now. And, I got a couple phone calls and some messages, some text messages from friends saying that they seen on the internet some shit was wrong with me. So, of course, if it's already on the internet, motherfuckers don't really know everything and just talking about what they know or what they think they know or what they heard. I said, well, I might as well get on there and do the shit myself, So here I am. Ever since I tried to compete at the Legion show in Nevada back in October, I've been having some issues with my stomach.
It's talking about October of last year.
I can't keep food down for some reason. It creates some stupid ass hiccups. I'm hiccuping all day long, half the night. And anytime I try to eat, even drinking water, it come back up, Nothing want to stay down. So 4 weeks ago, I went to the doctor again. I've been going to the doctor throughout, but they recommended that I wouldn't try to do the show because, of course, I'm being stubborn. If I eat this food and I throw up half of it, at least that's half, I can keep, just being an idiot, right?
So his doctors are recommending he does not do the show, but he's still persisting in training even though he can't keep down the food. So there's a lot of other factors going on, as you will see in the clip.
So I just did what they said, got on the liquid diet, just eating fucking soup and, drinking weight gainer shakes. I could still do the shakes that, from Black Skull, mass gainers, weight gainers. I was using that to try to compensate for the calories.
So to maintain this kind of musculature, you have to consume a lot of calories. I mean, even me at my small size, if I don't eat enough food, I'll shrink. And just to show you where some people's mental state can be to look a certain way, imagine eating, throwing up, and then eating again. So you can't keep down the food, but you need the calories. So he's drinking, thinking, okay, if I lose half of this, I'll still keep the other half. Because he needs to look a certain way to do the show. And then, of course, there's a financial point of view. He makes money by looking the way he looks. If he doesn't look the way he looks, he won't get paid. So he has financial pressures on top of it as well. These athletes are sponsored, got bills to pay like many of us.
All of the medicines, my fucking bathroom is...
This is his bathroom full of tons of medication. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottles.
Full of medicine. Shit.
There's a lot of medication he's taking there.
I've been taking. Nothing was really working. And so 2 weeks out, it's the same shit, it just ain't getting no better. So I finally decided to contact the show and let them know what was going on with me, that I wouldn't be able to compete. And, they welcomed me, wanted me to still come anyway and get some work done. So I'll be in Ohio. For everybody that's going to be there, come by and see.
So he's trying to show he can't compete because of these medical problems. And they're saying, okay, that's fine. You can fly down and like do hang out, do photo shoots. It sounds kind of surreal. I think if most of us said we're having these kind of medical issues, I don't think anybody would be asking us to fly anywhere, to do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do the meet and greet.
Talking about try to do the meet and greet. It's as if you're working a regular 9-to-5 job and you're kind of sick and you're trying to show up like you have the cold or something. But obviously this is far more severe than that.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I've been battling back and forth with myself, not really knowing what to do next. I'm feeling like, all right, is it over? Does this mean I'm supposed to retire when I'm fucking sick all the time?
Essentially, yeah, that's what it means. You get to this point now, like any other athlete, except when the athlete needs to retire, typically it's because they're past their prime, etc. But in this case, it's health reasons. But it's not your regular health reasons, talking life and death health reasons.
Or what, you know? And knowing motherfuckers on the internet gonna be talking shit, you know, wondering how family and friends gonna feel.
So he's kind of concerned about people he doesn't know, essentially, talking about him on the internet, family and friends, that he's not going to be doing what he's been doing so many years. Eventually, he won't look the way he looks, because obviously the elephant in the room is to look like that. You have to be doing PEDs. You can't look like that naturally. Nobody looks like this naturally. You have to be doing performance enhancing drugs to look like that. But there is a price to be paid for this. Even when you're under incredible medical care, you got doctors. He's not like this guy's just willy-nilly doing things. They do regular labs, etc., etc. But even with all of that, the human body is just so complicated. There's so much we don't know. Even with all of that, you can still end up in this situation. Plus, these guys have elite genetics. If I took that stuff, I still couldn't look like this, right? I don't have the genetics. You have to have elite level genetics to look like this guy or any of these people. It's like a supermodel. Just can't. You got to be born with it.
You know, Cedric ain't no bodybuilder no more. You know, just worrying about all that kind of stuff. Plus, still feeling in myself that I got something I need to try to prove to somebody.
So, you're talking about life and death, but worrying about proving things to people, how people are going to view your image and that sort of thing. Show you where mental his headspace is. And I think I've said this on shows before. Sometimes, you can see some guys with Greek godlike Adonis bodies and they're super covered up. And I remember thinking, man, if I look like that guy, I'd be like trying to show everything. But he's like, there's this level of perfection they want to get to, certain size they want to get to. Unless they're looking photography ready, they don't want to show themselves. I don't really know.
And still wanting to do the thing I love. But if I want to continue to do it, especially long term, I need to try to be smart. So this is me taking a 50% stubborn, 50% smart step and not doing this show. Try to give myself a little bit more time. I do have one medicine that they gave me last week for stomach ulcers, and that seems to be helping. I had this issue. Like I said, everything I eat coming back up, water, everything. And I'm hiccuping all day, half the night, non-stop. I have to fucking put my finger down my throat, gag myself to stop the hiccups. That's crazy, right?
That is very crazy. To stop the hiccups, he's gagging himself. You remind me of that story, the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive lineman, I think. Guys, some of you guys probably saw the movie. I watched the documentary, the one with Will Smith, about the brain injury and stuff. And the true life documentary, I think it was on PBS, I like to say. And they're talking to people who knew the guy. He had to get electroshock to put himself to sleep at night, which obviously is kind of crazy. But trying to stop hiccuping by sticking your hand down your throat just shows that what the extreme situation you're living at when you're doing stuff like that.
But it seems to be getting a little bit better, so maybe it was just stomach ulcers this whole time. But anyway, we're working on it. Shout out to my company, Black Skull. They even offered to bring me down to Brazil and get checked out by their people down there. They got some real good connections with the doctors and stuff down there to get me looked at, to try to get me back healthy again. So thank you to them for, supporting me through this hard time. When you're in this bodybuilding game, when you're a sponsored athlete, you get protein powder and stuff like that, supplements to represent a brand. But when you got an endorsement contract, this company is paying marketing dollars to use your image, to represent them and help sell products.
Basically, what he's saying here is like, you have to look a certain way. I'm drawing an analogy. If Michael Jordan couldn't jump high and wasn't in current basketball, we all wouldn't have bought Air Jordans. I had the Air Jordans. Lots of people wanted Air Jordans. If he doesn't look the way he looks, they can't sell their supplements because the whole sales pitch is, hey, if you take this thing, drink that thing, you can look like him. No, you can't. Doesn't matter what you take. You can't look like this guy. But that's the myth, the illusion that is sold to people. That's why I said most supplement companies don't trust them. There's only a handful of them one or two I recommend, because this is the illusion that they sell.
And so it's real easy to feel like, you're just material. And when you ain't, when you're not in the shape to where you can really represent the company and bring in money for them, they'll throw your ass away, right? And, I've been...
Well, I mean, you heard him. You don't look a certain way, they'll throw your ass away.
I'm worried about that, but, Black Skull, all the guys down there, Marcelo Bella, and the athlete managers, everybody down there on the team.
The more he talks, the harder he's breathing. He sounds like he's doing cardio. He's sitting in a car. He said he tried to make this video several times, so assume he's relaxed at this point. But the more this video goes on, the harder this dude is breathing.
They've been supporting me a lot, checking on me. So shout out to them. And hopefully I'll be back out there soon. I can eat about one solid meal a day. So I think things are starting to look up. I just need some more time, man. So we're going to take it slow and keep going. When I get to Ohio, I'm going to make a few vlogs, whatever you call them. I got some photo shoots to try to do there if I can. So I'll see y'all in Ohio.
Yeah, at what price do you want to look good, or you just lose sight of things and you go from skinny kid maybe, or maybe a jack kid to super jack or what have you? There's this myth out there that, hey, just do labs, you see doctors, blah, 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 everything will be fine. But a lot of these people, they're under medical supervision and they're still passing away. Not as if they're just randomly doing some bro science stuff. These guys get regular labs. They're seeing, again, medical professionals. Because you are determined to transform your body, you made it to the end of this video. To get more tips about how to look great and feel even better, check out one of these videos you see on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. So later's my massive. Me a go long now. For those who don't speak Jamaican patois, that's goodbye, my people.